This was the most ridiculous match of Deviate I've ever had. I loaded in with a random Deathslinger teammate. And as you can probably guess by the timer, this match flew by. I'm going to leave this match unedited so you can see just how fast things fall to pieces for the survivors. As I'm a high mobility killer, I can afford to check around the area we spawned in, just in case any survivors are nearby. I don't see anyone, which is a great indicator as this is quite a narrow map, so close to opening things up with a snipe on Sable. I'm unfamiliar with this rock tile as it's unique to Deviate, so I massively mess up the curve. But this is the beauty of the game mode. Our mistakes can easily be corrected by taking chase with another survivor. Unlike for V1 where misplaying has such devastating results for both sides, but we desperately need to find someone. And just like that, we get some amazing auras around the completed gen. I'm running the stealth build, so I play it steady to surprise James, but I misjudge the curve and miss him. We're about to hit a minute in, and this bozo TikToker hasn't even secured a down yet. Why's he got a timer on? As we find our first down on Bill, this video is to showcase the wild levels of momentum you can get as killer, along with massive mistakes in decision making as survivor. The Deathslinger also secures his first down as we go over to help him out. With a little teamwork, I get my second down of the game, caging up Maria. I'm not sure why, but the Deathslinger decided to slug Yui. With how chaotic this mode is, I never realized. It's time to patrol the map and get a sense of which gen survivors are working on. Apart from the couple around where they spawned, there doesn't seem to be much else on over here. So back over to where survivors will most likely be. With the stealth, I again catch a group of survivors healing off guard. This is a big mistake I see in V8, people acting slow to encage their teammates. Joe lures me into chase by messing with the chest. Onto another rock tile. I don't have experience looping, but our missed chainsaw puts her onto the weaker side of the tile, where I can see her movement and make her react to my mind games more obviously. She panics and leaves the tile, completely dead zoning herself in the process. I saw a crow rise, making me think a survivor was hiding on this tile. I was completely wrong. However, at this stage we have half the team in cages at the same time. A very vulnerable position for the survivors. What a beautiful hit. Nothing's more satisfying than synergizing with a Deathslinger for a down. We've got some good pressure right now. Time to drop a gen kick and check the mid-gen. I think I heard it being worked on as I went past. You know, if I'd been a bit more patient, I could have probably lined that up to down her off the gen. Lucky for me, she panics and runs right into me. Not even an attempt at dodging as well. Things are starting to get very tense for the survivors. That's 5 of them in cages with multiple survivors hitting second stage. What's taking them so long? My God, this is the point. I notice how many survivors are unhooked. It's just James and Bill standing, and they need to unhook 6 different survivors. Deathslinger lands a shot on the Bill and we run into the James. It's over. He pre-drops his only pallet and runs away from it to loop some bamboo and a rock. We capitalize and down him quickly. I've just noticed the Deathslinger has slugged for the 8K. The Jill is on the floor recovering while he downs the Bill one final time. But with base kit unbreakable, she must be ticking close to picking herself off the ground. But we just don't make it in time. I actually block Deathslinger's shot, but we get the hit before she reaches the pallet. And that's all 8 survivors in cages under for minutes. Absolutely ridiculous how that happened after a really slow start. But sadly, the fault lies in the survivors' hands and not taking responsibility to get unhooks. In total, we only managed to get 11 separate cages. A far cry from the 24 cages you usually need to win. Very ironically, we could play that match out 3 times before I get my next match.